Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Some post analysis. Yesterday I was looking for sales below here. If we get a bearish breach to retest this low, this level, then for buys I was just skeptical, like careful because I know very well that we are in sellers territory on the 4 hours time frame, which is in confluence with sellers territory on the daily time frame. So this buy that was occurring was simply on the 1 hour time frame. So I just like anything could happen from here. As you can see, price rallied. I paper traded to see what was going to happen. Yes, my paper trading worked out, but I didn't want to take it because taking buys in supply zone 1, SZ1, then a stronger supply zone here, supply zone 2, was not a good idea. But pre-London volume plus London volume did a railway kind of structure here. Impulsive, impulsive, okay? Equal, just like equal V, something of this nature, okay? This was supposed to signal a bearish momentum. For those who trade head and shoulder pattern, this was supposed to signal a bearish momentum for price to do what? Continue dipping. But CPI happened and this was supposed to dip. However, like I always tell my students, those of you who are new and those who are old here would have heard this before, that the fundamental only confirms most times, in fact, a large number of times, the technicals. Okay, it should have dipped, but as you can see, it failed to dip. And what happened? It turned bullish, but it's still respecting the high of this supply zone, but it was in this range because from here to here was a clean traffic. Yeah, but I know my strategy and I know where it is, where I need improvement. So I didn't want to venture into buying into a supply zone. It was out of the scope of trade management. Okay. Then this is Asian session. This is the kind of setup I like to signal buys. But again, we are in sellers territory. So you'll be experiencing a lot of difficult situations, just like you're seeing better. Actually, price hit the TP as it was supposed to do. So this is what just transpired. There is more to what I just said, but for the newbies, somebody was like, "Hey, your video are quite sort of high for somebody who is getting into the art of trading." But I try to introduce the science to trading, not just the art of it. So I would, if you find this a little out of your realm of understanding, do well to comment so that I can be better at dishing the information. Okay, I'm here to ensure you understand and make it easy for you to comprehend what you would like to understand. So this is what I'm looking at. So for today, I'm just gonna wait for price to either break above this before I do anything. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna touch any buys, neither I'm gonna touch any sells until price does what? Gives me a favorable indication for sales. Okay. So I'm just gonna wait. There are no buys, there are no sells, just waiting. If you look at this from this perspective, you're gonna see something interesting here. What is that? If the buys play out or plays out, if the buys play out, this is what I'm looking at, a clean traffic this way to the top to mirror this clean traffic. That if price breaks this zone, comes for retest, yes, I'll be anticipating price to continue is bullish momentum. Don't forget we broke a particular high one time ago, but price failed to do what? Continue. So be very skeptical of this particular zone. Something like this could happen. This faker, remember, this was on this occurred on the 11th. That should be Monday this week. Yeah, Monday this week. Perhaps price just wants to mirror what it did. It started at the top here, came down, fulfilling the cycle method, is back at the top again. So let's see if it's going to continue this ping pong that started here, went up, retested, gone up. Let's see if it's going to do what? Continue this move down. So this is just all I'm looking at on GJ, but for as in at the moment, I'm not taking any buys nor sells. Okay, I'm just gonna observe. The market will not give you something every day. Some days just know when to just call it a day so you don't see yourself doing what is against your trading plan. For gold, gold performed beautifully. This is the CPI. Again, I paper traded this. Okay, I normally don't like trading fundamentals or news except I'm already in a very beautiful position before news comes in, and I have a different strategy to manage the trade when news comes in. For instance, I'm not going to give it an imaginary stop take profit because look at what happened. It hit TP and took me out if I was greedy to say let me my TP be down here or even lower here. It would have hit my TP then reversed. So what I'm trying to say is this: you trade exactly what the market gives you, which is it broke the structure. It gave us a nice double bottom here. So all I needed was to break this structure and get my one arrow first of all, bank my 100%. I could just say, okay, let me close 85 instead of the normal 80 or 90%. Let me close 85, leave 15. Then gauge how price is going to act. If you see how this bullish candle closed, all your intention will be like, okay, price is going to turn bearish again because the bullish candle closed below the zone, right? Wrong. This is CPI. This bullish candle closed below the zone. We'll be expecting it to continue dipping to retest this low, but that didn't happen. Instead, it took out the guy who started the sales, and this bearish candle was influenced by the CPI, okay, Consumer Price Index, and what happened? This occurred. Okay, there was also a card news yesterday. Okay, so everything just made markets to just kind of. So for today again, gold. Gold is gold has an impressive buy structure. Like, okay, we would like to take some buys or something like that. But on the other hand, gold is quite nasty in the sense that unless you want to take just a short-term buys on the break of this high, okay, to retest this, but this is a tight take profit. So unless you want to take it with the anticipation that price should continue its bullish momentum. If not, if price breaks this low, I'm anticipating it to do what? Dump to retest this. So for gold, this is what I'm looking at. Sells below here, this zone, buys above here. At least gold has given us something to look at today, unlike before that it was just dilly-dallying. So this is all I have on gold. Let's go the last but not the least. But before we proceed, if you know you're new here, you have not subscribed, do that. Hit the notification button, comment, and like. SNCL. Okay, this in this very order: subscribe, hit the notification button, comment, and like. So this is what I'm just do that. Okay, the last but not the least is Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been very, very interesting lately. It hit the TP just like we planned. Okay, look at it. This was an area we are gauging that if price breaks this low, it should hit our TP. It came for a deep retracement, which is something I also like. Okay, came for deep retracement. So now what I'm looking out on gold is if price would retrace deeper, then continue its bullish momentum. Okay, because gold has shown us that it wants to start going up, but that does not mean that you should take buys and leave it to reach an imaginary high. At least it has dipped, gone high, come back here. Okay, come back here. So what I'm looking at is if it comes back here like this, I'm looking out for it to say, okay, let's see if we're going to get high this way. So that is it on gold. Okay, but at the moment, the guy who started the sells, if you look at it very well, has been taken out, has been very bullishly breached. So this is it here. This, if I put this here, okay, let me make it clean. Okay, good. So this guy who started the sales has been bullishly breached. So what I'm looking at for is some retest for us to continue up, or price will just break this high and continue going up. But at the moment we are in buyer's territory, so I'm looking for buys here or sells below this zone for price to do what? Deep. So let's see what price is going to do. At the moment, price is in favor of more buys than the sells. So this is all I got for you today. Don't rush, just allow the market play into your trap and you squeeze the juice out of it. That is all for now. Peace.